Today is March 29th, 2021, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3. Yesterday, I asked you guys for questions, and I said I would answer the best one in today's update. And I don't know about the best question, but this is what I'll answer. It comes from the Shaggy, who asked, does the potential Half-Life Alyx sequel Tyler reported on count as HL3? No. I feel like this is just going to be a thing that we're going to keep talking about now. It's just repeating the cycle of HLVR just like all over again. Because, well, I mean, we don't really know what HLX is at this point. We don't have really any information about it, except it does seem like it's a follow-up to Half-Life Alyx. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a sequel. Could be, could take place before, could take place after, could be a whole new story that takes place in the universe with different characters, but it is like, Source 2, and they're adding on and adding like gameplay and elements and shit to Half-Life Alyx. So all we really know is that it's a thing that they're doing, because we knew about Citadel for a while, and this is another thing they're doing now. Now, personally, I would be extremely surprised if this was Half-Life 3. I highly doubt it. It's Half-Life 3. It's probably going to be something else. Half-Life related. Maybe, maybe we have another character. Maybe we see Barney after the events of Episode 1. He kind of disappears there. We could see Barney in that missing week where Gordon's in the slow teleporter. That's something that would be interesting to see. Any character in that missing week could be interesting to see, like, that week is such a time jump and a lot has changed. So it'd be interesting to explore that specific week. Of course you can keep exploring before the events of Half-Life 2, like they did with Half-Life Alyx. You bring back Adrian Shepard. I think what I would predict is that we're going to introduce a new character, and it's going to take place sometime adjacent to Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2, and this new character is going to, connect somehow, or it'll just be John Freeman, Gordon Freeman's brother. But, yeah. So right now, I'm going to say probably not. Half-Life X is probably not Half-Life 3. But you can't go and say it's definitely Half-Life 3. That would be silly to say it's definitely Half-Life 3. Safe bet is probably not, because I feel like it's still a little bit away. I would imagine Half-Life 3 would be a huge jump from Half-Life Alyx. HLX could very well just be a slight jump like we had with the expansions following Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. Is Source 3 a thing? Could we see Source 3 be a thing and Half-Life 3 would come out with that? That's potential. We've had each big tentpole Half-Life game has been on a different Source engine, so that's something to think about. I doubt Source 3 is anywhere in their minds. I don't even know what that would be, but I guess this is gonna be what this is now, talking about being, well, not talking, like more like being forced to talk about every little bit of Valve related things that people will keep mentioning in the comment section until I finally break down and mention it. is that Valve News Network doesn't exist anymore, so I guess I gotta pick up the slack. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for March 29th, 2021. Leave more questions in the comment section below. I'll answer the best one in tomorrow's update. You guys are slipping a little bit. The quality of question is going down. I had high hopes, but oh well.